Every year, millions of Americans work harder, save carefully, and try to get ahead, yet somehow, their money feels smaller than it should. A paycheck arrives, prices rise, savings lose power, and no bill ever comes in the mail, because the tax was already taken. Not by the IRS, not by Congress, but by something most people never see. This is the story of the hidden tax most Americans don't know they pay every single year. In 1971, America changed forever. On a Sunday night, President Richard Nixon appeared on television. He announced the US dollar would no longer be backed by gold. Few Americans understood what it meant, but from that moment on, money could be created freely with no physical limit. At first, it felt harmless. Then prices began to climb. Milk, gas, rent, college tuition, not overnight, slowly, quietly, relentlessly. This wasn't an accident, it was inflation. Inflation is often described as rising prices, but that's only half the truth. Inflation is the slow erosion of your purchasing power. In 1990, $1 could buy far more than it can today. In 2000, a middle-class family could survive on one income. In 2024, two incomes often aren't enough. No law was passed to take your money. No vote was held. Yet year after year, your dollars lost value. That loss is the hidden tax. Meet David Miller. In 2019, David was 32 years old, living in Ohio, working as a warehouse supervisor for a national retail chain. He earned $52,000 a year. He saved responsibly. He avoided debt. By 2023, David received raises. On paper, he was earning more, but his rent jumped 28%. Groceries cost hundreds more each month. Car insurance surged. David didn't change his lifestyle. The economy changed around him, and his savings sitting quietly in a bank account were shrinking in real value every single day. This tax doesn't show up on a pay stub. It doesn't come with a deadline, but it hits hardest on the people who can least afford it. Middle-class workers, retirees on fixed incomes, families living paycheck to paycheck. While wages struggle to keep up, prices move faster. In 2021 and 2022, inflation surged to levels not seen in decades. The official explanation was supply chains, global events, and recovery spending. But the deeper story lies with money creation. Since the 2008 financial crisis, the Federal Reserve has played a central role in the American economy. When markets panic, the Fed prints money. When recessions hit, the Fed injects liquidity. When crises erupt, the Fed expands its balance sheet. Trillions of dollars were created after 2008. Even more after 2020. That money didn't come from taxes. It came from dilution. Every dollar already in your pocket became worth slightly less. That loss, you paid it. Corporations understand this tax very well. Large companies raise prices quickly. Asset owners adjust. Investors protect themselves. But everyday Americans don't get that advantage. Your salary adjusts slowly. Your savings don't adjust at all. If you had $10,000 saved in 2010, inflation quietly took thousands of dollars in real value, even though the number in your account stayed the same. No warning. No receipt. No receipt. Look at housing. In 1995, the average American home costs under $120,000. Did homes become 3 times better? Or did money become weaker? Inflation rewards borrowers and asset holders. It punishes savers. That's why people feel like they're running faster but falling behind. Even retirement isn't safe. Millions of Americans planned carefully. They saved for decades. A fixed income today buys less every year. Medical costs rise. Food costs rise. Housing costs rise. And the hidden tax keeps collecting. Governments rarely talk about this tax openly because it's politically painless. Raising taxes causes outrage. Inflation spreads quietly across the population. No one feels robbed all at once. They just feel poor. This is why Americans feel anxious, even when unemployment is low. This is why savings feel pointless. This is why people work longer hours just to stay in the same place. The hidden tax doesn't need enforcement. It's built into the system. But understanding it changes everything. Because once you see the tax, you can defend yourself. Learning how money works matters. Protecting purchasing power matters. Growing assets matters more than just saving cash. The system rewards knowledge and punishes ignorance. This documentary isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Inflation isn't just an economic term. It's a silent force shaping every American life. And the biggest question isn't whether inflation exists. Ite se dis. If your money is losing value every year, what are you doing today to protect your future?